There we go. It's a different start.
I wasn't ready for
You weren't ready for that? You weren't ready for that? I got a lot of that shit loaded up today. Today's a very, very special episode. Today's an episode people thought would never happen. They said it wouldn't come.
I thought it wasn't gonna happen.
They
to
said
be honest.
they said it couldn't be done. They said he wouldn't do it. I said I wouldn't do it. But look at me now. So if you guys, I think we previewed the clip before this of the actual engagement. So we're engaged. But wait. For more Mamon effect.
Yeah.
In case you can't see, it's a shirt with Arleen's face on it. This is actually made by one of our friends, Edna.
Yes.
I think it was for my birthday.
It was.
It had nothing to do with our engagement, but
Dude, we were so drunk that we didn't even know she made you that shirt until the next day.
I looked at it, I was like, it's just pretty tight. Like, the fit's really good. So,
I think it should be a sworn shirt. Just
you know
throwing
what?
That out there.
I might just, I was going to wear this brown shirt because this is what I wore to the actual engagement,
You
for
did.
sentimental effect. But you know what?
La calor, way.
La gordura.
Yo, speaking of that, I feel the mommy pooch and everyone on Instagram is after me, I feel, because everyone keeps telling me que me faje, but I can't do that.
And this video today is sponsored by Uncle Snoop Dogg. In case you haven't, check him out on Target. It's $13, I believe.
$14.99.
$14.99. You can probably find it cheaper somewhere else. If you guys are at home, pour up with us. This is a celebration of many sorts. So you can zoom in, show them the ring. That's all my hard blood, sweat, and tears. I still cry about it every night. She doesn't wear it all the time, so it hurts even more.
It's still not fitted.
I gotta get it
Send
sized.
it back to get fit.
I gotta get it sized.
Fit? I don't know. We don't really know what's good wine or not. We're just fake bougie, but oh shit, it's good.
Not bougie at all. So anyway, so we're engaged. It finally happened. It took me a while to do it. I actually did a whole
So cute.
the day of. I recorded myself
did.
the entire day, everything that happened. You almost messed it up completely.
But that's of my nature. That
Okay.
I do that with everything. I'll let you guide this whole thing because honestly, that whole week in general is so funny because that whole week I feel like I had been telling you I give up on you already.
You literally were like, can I just give you the whole how to propose to me?
It's so funny because I just talked to my friend Sammy on the phone the other day and I was telling him, I was like, the funny thing is that in that same week I told him I don't want to get married anymore, we should just buy a house. I told you these are the rings I want. I kept sending you different rings that I wanted. And then I also told you, I'll just give you the plan. I'll tell you how to propose and do it.
I had this planned out for a while, and when Arleen was like, let me just tell you exactly how to do it, I'm like, fuck, please don't. Because if you tell me you don't want it by the water, if you tell me you don't want this kind of ring, I'd be fucking heartbroken.
I was joking, though, because honestly,
I don't know, man.
I always fucked with you. And I really didn't think we were going to get engaged anytime. We had just had a baby. And so I didn't expect it. But I'll let you lead this because this is kind of your story.
So a lot of people are thinking I did it just because we had a baby. False. So I have receipts. So I've been looking at this ring for a while. I've been looking for rings for a while, over a year, I think. I think the first person I told when I actually thought about proposing was my sister. I think I was at a trade show in Vegas. This had to be a year, 2 years ago. And I was actually texting a jeweler and asking questions because I didn't know anything about rings or diamonds or any kind of stuff. And I kind of got my feet wet a little bit. Nothing went from there. Fast forward to the top of this year, I believe in January, I met with a local jeweler that we knew from previous work. And he showed me the selection he had. He's like, here's this, and that. Here's what it looks like. Put it on your finger. I have photos. I'll insert right here. He gave me the price.
So sweet.
It was a little higher than I wanted, but I love the fact that I got to see it. I got to feel it. I got to put it on my hand and kind of, I get an idea of what it would look like for you.
Can I pause here? Because you would always ask me what kind of ring do you want?
I don't even think I had to ask you. You would send me
I would send him pictures, but
every other girlfriend I'm assuming in the world, he just sends forever diamonds.
I'm so bad. You're so technical and you're so resourceful and you look into things and I'm just I just want the final product type. If I'm gonna spend
a lot of money on this, I'm gonna fucking make sure it's the right one.
So you would I would send you pics. So he would be like, do you like the clarity of it? Do you like the this of it? And I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I just like this ring. But apparently there's a bunch of components that I'll let you explain to rings, which I didn't know about.
I knew exactly what I want. I knew what I wanted to give you. I knew what was realistic and I knew what would have been easy. So I think to be completely honest, the reason why I think it took so long was because I didn't I could never pull the trigger on a ring. It's not that I didn't want to do it. It's not it's just the ring kind of it's a lot. Like not necessarily like money wise, but it's just like
I think it's everything.
I had to pick the right one. I
Get
wanted
it.
something that would hold its value, and if we wanted to upgrade, we can upgrade in the future, like whatever. But it would need to be something that I think you would appreciate, you would like, you would be proud of.
Yeah.
Because I think you deserved it. I knew the ring you deserved, but the ring you deserved was a little high, you know, a little much, a little scary. So we kind of took it down a little bit. But, you know, I was able to get the right one, the right everything, I think.
Yeah.
Until after she said she would like a halo around it, but let's not get into that. Anyways,
He told me to be honest.
so all right, let's just go back to the day.
Go for it.
So actually that week you were supposed to get your nails
tell
done.
them the whole story, because I feel like it's important, because I didn't know anything. Like, he proposed and he did this whole thing, and I was so confused because I was like, wait, like I didn't see this coming into, like, when the hell did you do all this? Because I don't let him do anything on his own.
So to be honest, I even told my sister this, I think last year. The goal was to do it on August 24th. It was going to be 8/24 Mamba Day, because you're my mambacita.
No.
But COVID hit and it fucked everything up, and
we got pregnant.
So that kind of took a backseat. And you know, I think after the baby came, I was still like, I have to do this. Like, what am I holding out for? Like, what? There's never going to be that perfect time. If you never do it, you're always going to be waiting. So I figured, you know what? Let me actually pull the trigger. Let me actually do more homework. Let me actually get this ring. And I think it was those nights in the beginning phases when the baby came that you would be pumping, you'd be sleeping, and I'd have the baby in the little sofa, and I'd just be on my phone, like rocking her. But I'd be on my phone looking at rings, looking at different prices, looking at photos, trying to see the best option for us. And I bought it. I bought it from a jeweler in New York. You know, I had already seen certain
in New York. Like, what the heck?
I had seen rings in person, so I knew exactly what I wanted, and just seeing the options online was a lot better because there was a wider selection. So I bought the ring, whatever. It was in transit.
Wait, the FedEx too. You lied to me.
Yeah. So when the ring showed up from FedEx, I delivered it to a FedEx in Downey because I couldn't send it to the house. I couldn't send it to my parents' house because I didn't want them to know before anybody. And I couldn't send it to my office because I was scared that somebody wouldn't be there to sign it, even though they would, but it was just being paranoid. So I decided to ship it to a FedEx office, and then I can just pick it up, sign it there. So one day I told you I have to go to FedEx to pick up some sworn stuff and take it to the office. And that's pretty, like, I do that all the time. So it was very believable. I went, it was around like 6 o'clock at night. It was dark. I signed for it. I opened up the box all like anxious, and I see it and I'm like, oh shit, like it's real. I put it on, I look at it. I have a ton of photos that I took. I'll probably post them right here, like in my car, just like trying to see it in different lights, seeing a video. And at this point, like, I still haven't told anybody. So it feels very weird. Like, I want to tell people, I want to like get somebody's opinion. I want help, but I can't. And I can't go to nobody's house because of COVID. So it was really a shitty situation. But I stored it here in the closet. And anytime I had a free opportunity where I would be without you, like if I'd go to the office or if I went to go get coffee, I would go into the closet, I'd get the ring, I'd put it in my pocket, and I'd wear it. Because I felt like I needed to like live it, love it, breathe it, make sure this is the one. Because I had 30 days to return it. So
are my 30 days up?
I think a little past by now, so you better love that shit. And after that, I was like, fuck, like, how am I going to do this? Because we had always planned, like, we were going to go to Greece, and I was going to propose in Santorini. Oh, my
God.
And we had said if we ever went to Greece, I think you and I both knew, like, that's where it was going to happen. But obviously COVID hit.
We still need to go to Greece.
COVID hit. It didn't happen. So I was like, damn, like, I never really thought about how I would do it here.
By here, you mean like LA? Like
LA, domestically, like, you know, and we always talked about, like, you wanted your family present. You wanted this big thing, and COVID fucked it all up. So I had to be a little more creative. And I think I saw somebody post on Instagram, this picnic company. It was a really cool setup. I love the vibe. It's very you, the neutral colors, the boho colors. Yeah. The water is obviously you. So I think Ely posted them. Ely posted them a while back for a giveaway. So shout out to you, Ely. You gave me the...
Illy just like came and clutched this whole year.
Yeah, for sure. Shout out to you, Illy.
You know, Illy.
And so I reached out to them. I told her, you know what, I'm looking into this package. Is there any way I can give you a call? Because this is for proposal, so I want to get some details sorted out before I purchase. Yeah. She's like, for sure. Her name's Melissa from Curated Spread. Amazing, amazing person. Amazing option she gave me. I would highly recommend.
Pretty. It was so pretty.
We locked in the date. We locked in the details. I gave her the deposit. We were good to go. So I was like, cool, I'm going to do it. And I figured I would do it on the 26th of December, just because I honestly didn't have a Christmas present for her. So I was like, this kind
We
of
always
works.
say no Christmas presents.
This kind of works out. So, you know, it's obviously an even day because you're all about your even numbers. She's very anal about that shit. Not even for an engagement, just in general. Like if it's an ugly day, ugly number, forget about it. So
I would joke around about this with you too. I'd be like, if it's an odd number, like it's just gonna be.
just don't do it.
Yeah, like
Just don't do it.
no.
So I had how I was gonna do it locked in. I had the ring locked in. I just had to find a way to get your nails done. The week before, I had gotten your eyelashes done.
Mm-hmm.
I got you that for Christmas. I pampered you, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And
Took me to get my
I knew lashes
done.
would last a little bit, especially with Ari. Shout out to Ari.
Yeah.
Now it was the nails. I think I got lucky because we were sitting here on this couch and you're like, should I get my nails done for Christmas? Blah, blah. I was like, yeah, I think you should. You know, why not?
Yeah.
Like, you know, your nail girl is pretty safe. She's local. Like,
Yeah.
cool. So you set up an appointment. We have it locked in for the week of. And I'm like, perfect. It was supposed to be like on a Tuesday and the engagement was like on a Friday? Saturday? Cool. So the day comes, I stay home from work to go in a little later to take you to get your nails done.
Yeah.
And the nail girl texts you,
The
hey,
yeah.
the power's out here. It might be a little delay, like an hour or so. You mind
Yeah.
waiting? And Arlene's super impatient.
And me and Kenny, my nail girl, we're super chill. So it's like if we cancel or like something happens, like we make it work. So I was just like, you know what? I'm not patient. Like I'm not gonna do this today. Like let's just go. I think like we were gonna go somewhere else or like get coffee or something.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And I was like, I'm just gonna reschedule because I don't feel like kind of sitting around and see like how long it's gonna take and blah blah blah. And Barry was kind of like, you should just go. But I obviously didn't think anything of it.
I was like, I want to get coffee anyways. Let's go, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, I don't want to waste my time or it's too long of a day or blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, fuck. So you want to go shower and I text my sister like, yo, Mayday, how can you help me? Like, so at this point I had told my sister. My sister was the only person that knew. And I told her like, you know what? Like, how can we fix this? Like, do you know any local nail shops? Like, you know what? We have an appointment with our OB tomorrow. Look up a nail spot by Beverly Hills that we can like book. And even then that was a long shot.
Because nothing's open.
So within that span that you were in the shower, like the 5-10 minutes, I just told my sister, like, you know what, like, let's just say you were trying to gift her these nails as a surprise for her Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And she spoiled the surprise by not going. So you're just gonna rebook Kenny's next available appointment.
Which is like something that Vanessa would typically do because I know, like, I think one of her friends, like from her work or something, like she has so many like stories in the past where like her friend will go get her nails done, and like Vanessa would have paid it, like she'll just send the Venmo or like the tip money, whatever.
My sister's very generous.
Yeah, she's very generous. So by the time like the person gets their nails done, it's like a surprise because like it's already been paid for and like she makes their day. So I was like, totally believable for me, and I had no idea.
So we're in the group chat, and then Vanessa's like, hey, like you ruined the surprise, but just so you know, like I booked another appointment with Kenny on Saturday, which is the day of the engagement.
Yeah.
So we booked it for Saturday at 9 a.m. The proposal was supposed to be at 3 o'clock. So even then I was like, fuck, if she like decides last minute, like I don't want to wake up or whatever, I'm like,
which is so like me.
Yeah. So I was like making sure like she's going to get up that day. So Saturday comes and we wake up early. I leave the baby with your mom. I go drop you off.
It was such a good day too.
Yeah. I drop you off. And in that time I'm recording the whole day, like my point of view. I may show some clips. I may not. I don't know. I come back because the nails take you like 2 hours and shit. So I come back, I change, I shower.
Oh my God. And to top it off, I had asked you like, what color should I get? And I really wanted burgundy nails. Remember?
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just wanted burgundy nails, but like I always dreamed of like nude nails or like a really pretty color for like an engagement photo.
Yeah.
And I think you've always known that.
Yeah.
And I asked him, I was like, what color? But I always ask you, what color should I get? Or like if
I'm always with the neutrals, the nudes, like that's color I always.
Yeah, but I'll show you like what I want to get done or whatever. If it's like a cool design, like I'll show you and you always give me your input, whatever. So that day I was like, I kind of want burgundy nails. Like, what do you think? And you said, yeah, you were like, no, like, Oh no, what did you say? I forgot. You're like, I like neutrals,
I
but
like
like
neutral
whatever
better.
you want,
Yeah.
whatever you want. And I was like, okay. And I always get nude nails. Like even my nail girl, she's always like, okay, like nude again. Like what kind of shade? Like we joke around about it because I'll get like a different shade of nude every time I
Yeah.
go. So I ended up going with like a nudie color. And it's funny because when I went to go get my nails done, she's like, what color do you want? And I was like, something nudie, like whatever. And I even told her, I was like, you pick. And she was like, are you sure? And then I was like, yeah, like you just pick the color. Like I trust you. And she even did 3 different swatches of like,
Sidebar, she knew you were getting engaged that day.
I didn't know
Because
she
my sister
knew.
told her, like, hey, this is happening. Can you make this work? And she was like, of course. So that's why you did the 9 a.m. on
Yeah,
Saturday.
we love each other. Yeah, she loves me. Like
So
we're super cool.
she showed up with like a bouquet of roses, and you thought it
I
was because of
had
the
because
baby.
of Soul, yeah.
Yeah.
So she did the 3 swatches of nudes, and then we picked like the cuter one or whatever. Because obviously she didn't want to pick, like she wanted me to have like a pretty
Yeah.
color that I wanted. And then when I had showed up to her little desk in the morning, she had like the pretty, like so cute, like a little bouquet of flowers that she had bought for me, and they were just sitting like on the table. And my day just started off really good. And I was happy, and I sent you guys a photo, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, Kenny's like the shit. Like she bought me flowers for Soul. And they were pretty, and you even you little you were like what did you say?
I was like, damn, she's like
Yeah,
making me look bad.
making me look bad. But obviously I didn't think anything of it, so
So
I was just like having a grand old time with like getting my nails done and like flowers in the morning.
So also
No idea.
a note I forgot to say. So I had told you that the 26th I was gonna give you your Christmas present, which was gonna be an experience
Yeah.
because you're very experience driven. You like photos. If you can see in the background, we have photos of our past photo shoots.
Yeah.
So I basically
And I like experiences over gifts. Like I rather
Yeah, yeah.
like go somewhere, do something than like have like a
so
materialistic
I
thing.
didn't know how to tell you what we were doing, where we were going without spoiling it because I feel like you would kind of catch on. But I said, you know what? It's gonna be kind of like a photo shoot. So please dress. You don't gotta dress fancy. Just dress up, like a photo shoot. The baby, her also. At first, I didn't want to take her. I was gonna have your parents bring her during the engagement. That way, it wasn't such of a hectic rush. But we figured it out. And then you asked me like, what should I wear? And
Yeah, because so we had our whole little wave of like photo shoots during our pregnancy. Like we paid like twice to get our photos taken by photographers that we liked. Actually 3 times because we also had a Christmas photo shoot with Soul. So you were like, it's gonna be like a photo shoot. So I was expecting like him to have like literally a photo shoot set up, and he was gonna take pictures of us like somewhere nice. I don't know. Or I was expecting that he had booked a photographer, and we were gonna go take like family photos or something of that sort. And I had even told you like, why would you leave Soul out of it? Like I want Soul there. Like I would want Soul to be like a part of everything that we do. And you were like, I want this to be about you. Like it's gonna be about you. It's gonna be about us.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, like Soul needs to go there. So like, what am I wearing? And
she was gonna be there regardless.
What is Soul wearing?
So I the easiest way I could do this without like ruining it was just telling you what I was gonna wear, and I purposely chose like, I mean, the shirt that I was wearing before this was like that nudie like khaki shirt, and I knew that was a color that would fit the neutral bohos of the curated
I had
spread.
ordered like the female version of that shirt from Zara a while ago, but because of COVID, I think, and Christmas, everything was getting delayed.
Yeah.
So that shirt didn't get here on time, and I had like a specific outfit
I think it came the day of or the day after.
I know. And I didn't have that, and I was like, oh my God, like if we're having photos, I would really want to like match or whatever. So I was a little bummed that it wasn't here on time.
Yeah.
But we ended up putting an outfit on Soul that was like nudie colors, but ended up being really cold. That didn't pan out nicely. And then I just ended up wearing something that was similar in tones to you, but I really didn't know what was happening or what was like going on. So I just tried to match my outfit like how you were dressed.
Yeah,
so I literally
tried to
dressed the exact same way.
Yeah,
like literally with the same shoes.
That was super
and
important.
pants.
Yeah, so it was really important for me to make sure that you were wearing something that you'd be comfortable with having photos with, because that's important. Obviously, making sure you had your nails done, because that's crucial. And I think trying to keep the element of surprise and involving your family and my family. In a perfect world, I wanted to get everybody in there, but I just told your parents and my parents, my sister, my brother, and that was it. So they were the only ones that knew. They were the only ones that were going to be at the actual engagement, and we went from there.
I was so confused because I was in jeans and matching sneakers and like a You'll see photos.
I was like, we're not going to Mastro, so don't dress up. You know what I mean?
And I don't even dress like that anyway. So I think like our outfits were perfect because it really captures
casual.
us and like how we are. And it captured the whole vibe like really nicely. Everything and ended up meshing like really well.
So we're driving towards PV, and I don't think you're very like locationally like
dumb.
You have no idea where we're at. I
don't know where anything's at. Like directions. Miss me with that.
So we're driving to PV, and we end up going towards like I think somewhere we went hiking one time, and you're like, I think I know where I'm at, but you're still a little confused the drive up. So I was like, damn, how am I gonna? Because I don't even know what the location looks like. I wanted to scout it beforehand, but I just saw photos. My family was there, so they're like, it's beautiful. Like you'll be fine. So all I knew was as we were about to pull up, I was gonna ask you to blindfold yourself, or like I think I told you just close your eyes because I don't want to mess up your makeup. I was like, close your eyes and promise me, promise me.
I had like Soul's blanket, and you were like, I was like, do I have to? Like, this is kind of weird. You're like, just close your eyes and promise, like, you won't look. And like, I'm a little brat, so like,
yeah, I was like, please don't fuck this up.
On the way, like on the freeway, I had seen like a sign that said botanical garden. Yeah. So I was like, oh, cool. We're probably going to a garden. Like, we're gonna take photos or something.
Psych. So we approached like 2 minutes away, and I text my family like, we're 2 minutes out. So I told them to park a little bit further out so we don't see the cars or see them. And I told Arleen to blindfold herself or just to look away or whatever. And I pull up. I can see the setup close to the cliffside. I find parking. I park. I tell you to keep your eyes closed. And you were like, how am I supposed to get out the car? Where are we going?
I know. And everything, like, I think my groin still hurt, right? And something still hurt. And I was like, Barry, like, I'm going to hurt myself. Like, where are we going? What are we doing? And then we kind of like half dressed Soul before we left the house because she was supposed to match with us because she had like matching shoes and like a little matching outfit. So we were like, I was like, wait, like Soul's not even dressed. Like, what the hell is going on? And I was like, and I'm like, where's Soul? And you had Soul in like your other hand. Yeah. And I was like, is she with us? Like, is she okay? I was like, very like, hold my hand because if I fall, like I'm going to hurt myself.
So I had planned to obviously not take Soul and have your parents bring her and surprise you. So I would be able to like, hold your hand while you're blindfolded and then record a POV version of like what's going on. Yeah. But since we had Soul, I had to grab her with one hand and keep you and grab you with the other hand while your eyes are closed and walk you guys to the setup. Yeah. So I completely forgot. But luckily I had booked a photographer. Shout out to Elmer. He got drone footage. I inserted the clip at the beginning. Yeah. So he got the drone footage. He got a GoPro strapped to his shoulder, and he got his camera.
He did it all.
So he figured a way to make it all work. One man show. Like if you guys ever need photos, like he's your guy. We're walking towards the setup. I see Elmer. He sees me. He's like, "Are we good?" I was like, "Yeah, come through." So he starts snapping away, and as we get to the setup, you see it, and I'm like, "Here's your surprise. Like here's gonna have a photo shoot, and then here's our photographer."
Yes, and it still wasn't like I was still like 50-50. Like, wait, what's going on? Because we had seen a YouTube video, and in the YouTube video this guy took his girlfriend on a picnic at the beach with like the same type of setup, like same setup, and all they did was like it was her birthday surprise. He took her to the beach and they had like lunch there, and then they went somewhere else. I was like, are we having lunch? Is this my Christmas gift? Like, is this what's happening? And like we're gonna take photos, or like what's happening? And then the photographer was there, and then you started talking, and then it was like, oh.
You open your eyes, you see the setup. I put Soul in this little teepee that was there, and I show you the photographer.
It was so cute. The little teepee for Soul was so cute.
I was like, this is your surprise. We're gonna take photos. Like, and I was kind of like awkward. Like, I didn't know what to do because I was like, I don't know how to like keep this going like without just blurting out like marry me. So I just looked.
And there was people
around, and everybody was looking. Like before we even got there, I saw people walking, taking photos of the setup. And so once we're there and you open your eyes, you kind of see the whole spread, and then it looks nice, whatever. And I was like, I don't know what to do. So I think I waited like 20 seconds, and then I was like, all right, like the jig's up. I got on one knee, and I was like, will you marry me? Open the whole thing, all that shit. And you looked, and you were like kind of like stuck.
I was shocked.
And it was that whole like, I knew you weren't going to say no, but I was like, can you say something?
I was so surprised. Like,
and then there's people,
I don't know.
There were spectators that are like, oh my God, I just witnessed a proposal. And
it was really cute. I didn't expect it at all. I don't know. I I think like every girl like dreams of their proposal,
Yeah.
but like if you don't know when it's coming, like you don't know how to act, and I didn't know how to act.
I was really surprised that you didn't catch on.
He was like staring at me, and then I think you were like,
I was all
so
pasmado, like, hey, so what's it gonna be?
And then I think I started crying. Did
Yeah.
you cry? Did you cry?
No,
I remember. I cried.
Your parents and my parents were
shaking so bad.
Your parents and my parents were in the distance. They saw the whole thing, and then they walked towards us when the coast was clear. But the spectators were all clapping, like, "Oh my God, that's our proposal!" And then after the fact, we had champagne. We poured up with our family, and then people walked by. We're like, "Did you just get engaged?" We're like, "Yeah, congratulations." Cute. So after that, we took some more photos with the family. We had chocolate strawberries. We hung out for a little bit, took photos of the setup and everything, and
our photos came out so nice too.
Yeah, we were just like on a high, I think. Once we wrapped up and everything, we left. The drive back was a little long, so we just talked about like this entire experience. And
I had so mmany questions because I honestly was so shocked.
I think you didn't know how to like, do I put this out in the world?
Really
do I wait? So we had a bottle of champagne,
and that was like my first time drinking after like being sober for such a long time. So I was like,
and it was a pretty good bottle. So
myself.
we made sure to make use of it. So Arleen was on a good one, and then I think you sent it to your cousins first before anybody else. You sent it to our friends, Chloe, Sammy. They called you or they FaceTimed us, and we kind of gave them a whole experience. And then on the drive back, I kind of gave you the whole rundown on how it all happened.
I had so many questions, and I was shocked. I was very shocked, obviously very happy. I didn't expect it whatsoever. And like I said, that whole week I had been bugging him, so I didn't think like it was coming the day after Christmas. And he was so cool about it. And I think like I'm very like on top of you, and like I know where Barry is all the time, and like I know who he's talking to, and I'm very like too much. So I think I would have caught on, but even he told me, he's like, I spent like the entire time deleting my emails. I spent the entire time like deleting all my text messages.
I felt like I was cheating.
Like
it was a lot of effort.
I spent a lot of time like deleting photos because you had photos in your hand or in your hand in your phone.
I actually put them in a Dropbox folder. So on like my personal Dropbox is not connected to the app on my phone, so I had to log in through like a browser and see them every time. And
so I could have never caught on. Like I would have never known like what was happening. Yeah, I didn't expect it.
I think I always knew I was going to do this. I think you knew I was going to do this at some point.
So a little backstory here.
Let me chug this wine. This is going to get a little...
I won't say when he did this, but one time he was very drunk and he told one of my friends, and this was like not even when we were dating, but he told one of my friends drunk, they went to go get Jack in the Box. He said, I'm going to marry Arleen. And back then I would have been like,
this was years ago.
I don't think you want to put that out there, but yeah, it was a while ago.
This was years ago.
And he told her, I'm going to marry Arleen. And we were all like, what the fuck? Like, what is he thinking? Like, why is he saying that? And then, we're here now.
But yeah, it was something, like I said, something that I was always going to do. I think there's nobody in my family that I know immediately, like my sisters, my brothers, cousins that I can think of that have been engaged or had a wedding.
Yeah, same here. We always talk about this. Like, we've never been to a wedding, and the weddings that you have been to have been like as a DJ.
I've DJed a million weddings. I can tell you like the best weddings, the worst weddings. I can be your wedding planner. I'm so excited.
I know you have planned weddings before.
Basically, like as a DJ, like people like are blind. Like, how do I do this? When did this happen? Like the order of events.
Where
like,
do I start?
What's an itinerary?
Yeah.
So I kind of have an idea of all that. But I think we've talked about our wedding, possibly destination wedding.
So excited.
We don't know. With COVID, everything is kind of up in the air, and then right now we're in the fence about even considering, do we do a wedding first or should we look into buying a house
first? Yeah. We're not in a rush to get married.
I think if we wanted, we were gonna do it right, and I'd rather do it when things are good.
I want a big ass wedding. I already didn't even have baby showers, so this wedding
is gonna hurt.
It's gonna be it. And I'm definitely not getting married in COVID world because I feel like I said, we've missed out on so much already
at this point.
And my wedding and like our story is just like too beautiful and like perfect for me to like waste that.
And I gotta start saving because this shit gonna hurt.
I think like I'm super grateful for like everything that you do because like you really do like do the world for me, and I tell you like I'm super spoiled. With you, yes, I'm super spoiled, but I tell him like that's his fault. Like he spoiled the shit out of me, so I don't know how to act anymore. Like, this is your fault though. But like, yeah, I have a diamond, and like you bought me a diamond, and like you did all this for me. So it's like everybody I think knows we love each other, but like you give me everything, and like you give me your all. So like I love you.
I love you too. That's cute.
No.
Aww.
I'm not like this every day.
Jeez, that's the wine talking.
No, but also I think after like birthing Soul really brought us close.
Yeah, for sure.
Closer. COVID brought us like even closer. Or the other way around. And like I think like you're my person. I've said this like probably in every episode. And you're like the only person I rely on. You even said like that week I'm super fucking clingy to Barry now. It's really annoying, and like I don't know how to act like anymore. And but like I'm going through so much right now, even with like the whole birthing experience. But like I just want Barry everywhere, and like even after having birth, my mom's kind of like, what the fuck? Like I'm like, no, Barry has to be like in every phase of like everything. And that week you told me like it was even cuter, because I was like, I just want to love you.
Yeah.
Like,
it was like a perfect play setting up.
We've known each other our whole life, so like
It's all coming full
cry
circle
because I'm
You're
like
gonna
emotional
cry.
lately. No, I'm not gonna cry. I'm like done being a crybaby, but I'm not gonna cry.
They're watering. Look at them glistening.
Like, stop, you talk. And I think other people feel this way too. Like even my family, they're like, fuck, about time.
Yeah.
Like even like when we started actually dating, they were like, about time. Like we really don't know what you guys are waiting for. But to see all this pan out, and it's like I don't think I've ever been happier, like in ever.
Got that right. See, but I think it's those things.
You're supposed to say same.
It's those. Yeah, same. No, it's those things that I think, you know, you and I have experienced a lot of big experiences together. We've you know, jumped through a lot of hurdles together. We've traveled the world together. Like, you know, we haven't done everything we've wanted to, but we've definitely done more together than we have alone. And I think, you know, it's just the beginning. The future holds a lot of beautiful things for us.
Yeah.
And I just want to share that with you and give you that promise that I'm always going to be there for you no matter what. And before this gets any sappier, shout out to y'all for tuning in to Hustle and Soul episode number 7, lucky number 7. And, you know, we appreciate you guys. We love sharing these moments with you guys. I think you guys like seeing us kind of tell our story. We're an open book.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is very important to us. Obviously, it was a big milestone for us, and we're happy to share with you guys.
Yeah. Can I you have to say final words. I feel like we're just cutting off.
I was just trying not to, you know, get any more emotional.
I know you guys said you guys don't want like
the wine's hitting. The wine is hitting.
When the wine hits, like shit gets crazy.
Final words. Final words.
Okay, final words. I forgot. It's fine. We can end it.
Final words. Que vive el amor.
No, you need to not drink wine. Not even tequila gets you like that, dude.
Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Hustle and Soul episode number lucky 7. Our engagement. I don't even know what's our next topic, really, to be honest. How can we top that? First, our labor story and our engagement. What's the next thing?
People want to hear about postpartum, but that's sad, guys.
It's a little dark. I mean, I think it's an important conversation, but it's a little dark. Hopefully the next one's a little more.
Like, speaking of marriage, this plays a big role in like the relationship and like how shit goes and like how, you know. Grr. So it might fit into our little.
We'll see. Comment below what you guys want to hear next. Let us know. Follow us on Instagram. You know, as always, like, comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification, push the bell if you want to see more of that guy. That guy right there. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, we definitely appreciate everybody's, you know, beautiful messages from the labor video. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. God, yes. Arleen got a ton of love that she deserves. Yeah, and,
thank you guys.
You know, you guys are the best. So thank you guys.
See you next week on this. I don't know.
Peace.
Bye.